Welcome to Lesson 9-6 on page 353 of Envision Volume 2. We're adding and subtracting fractions with like denominators. Today we'll be able to use a number line to add and subtract fractions when the fractions refer to the same whole. Refer to the same whole again means we're going to keep the same denominator. So if we're using fractions in eighths, we're going to continue that whether we're subtracting or adding. All right, the dirt bike track shown is 7/8 of a mile long. So that would be 7/8 to the finish, start to finish. 0 is start. The track is divided into 4 sections. What is the length of the longest section? Solve this problem any way you choose. Well, I'm comparing 1/8 to 3/8, question mark, to 1/8. I don't think we can compare these fractions until we know what our question mark is. We do know that 1/8 plus 3/8 plus question mark plus 1/8 equals 7/8. So if we are adding, we've learned that we can add we have all the same size parts. So we do know that this question mark, that looks like a 2 then, is eighths. We just don't know how many eighths. That if we add our 1 and our 3 and our 1, we get 5/8 plus question mark eighth equals 7/8. We know that subtracting, we take our whole 7/8 and we take away what we've already traveled, which is the 5/8, would give us 2/8 for this section here. Now let's count. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. Plus 1 makes 7. That would be our 7/8 of a track. All right, so we added and we subtracted. So these are multi-step problems. You may have to do both addition and subtraction for each problem to solve. Just use what you've learned over the last few days. How did you decide which section of the track was the longest? So we haven't answered the question yet. Our question says, what is the length of the longest section? We only found the length of the missing section. So now we can compare 1/8, 3/8, 2/8, and 1/8. And we know that the longest section would have the largest numerator. Denominators again are all the same. 3/8 would be our longest section. And how do we decide that? We compared our fractions. We compared the fractions 1/8, 3/8, 2/8, and 1/8. If we are not sure, we look at a picture of that. And again, here are eighths. 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 8/8. This is 1/8. This is 2/8. And this is 3/8. So yes, this would indeed be the longest section of the track, 3/8. All right, 354 will go along with your visual learning video. Another example on page 355 says 6/8 take away 4/8. Start at 6/8. To subtract, move 4/8 to the left. 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8. The ending point is, now we have to count forward, 1/8, 2/8. So using the number line again, this is how we would subtract. We would start at our 6/8 and we would take away 4/8. And where do we stop? we land at 2/8. So 6/8 take away 4/8 is 2/8. All right, in the example above, how is the denominator illustrated on the number line? Remember our denominator, the bottom number, is illustrated, it is eighths. So what that means is 0 to 1 whole, we have divided into 8 equal parts. Let's count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's illustrated by 8 equal parts of our 1 whole. All right, number 2 says draw a number line to represent 3/12 plus 5/12. Okay, so we always start with 0. This is 1 whole. We are going to be adding 12ths, so we know that we would need 12 equal parts. 1/12, 2/12, 3/12, 4/12, 5/12, 6/12, 7/12, 8/12, 9/12, 10/12, 11/12, 12/12 is our whole. All right, so we are going to draw a number line to represent 3/12 right here plus 5/12. So plus 5/12 means we would go forward 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3/12 plus 5/12. We don't stop at 5/12, we add 5/12 to the 3/12. We know this is 5/12, so this is 6/12, 7/12, and we land at 8/12. So 3/12 plus 5/12 is 8/12. We can check by adding our numerators. 3 plus 5 is 8, 8/12. Do you know how? Write the equation shown by the number line, each number line. So our start is 1/5. If we are going to the right, moving forward, that means we're adding. Let's count how many fifths we're adding. 1, 2. So if we add 2/5 to 1/5, we get 3/5. The equation for number 4, we start with 5/6, and we're going to the left, so we are taking away 1/6, 2/6. 5 take away 2 is 3, 6. And that's where we stopped. So remember, to the right you're adding, to the left you're subtracting. You'll do the same with your equations. To the right means you're adding. You'll always start with the fraction that we're to start. You have to count how many jumps forward to add, how many backward to subtract. You're going to do 5 through 8 on page 355. Turn over, do 14 and 15 on 356. After your visual learning video that goes along with page 354.